I can stay just a little with you because we are the same though.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Perfectly normal stature.
Oh, come on, come on.
In fact, reasonably tall.
Okay, thank you.
Misha is the shortest guest here, and it's hilarious.
Oh, this is so intimate.
Do you want to sniff my armpit again?
Really strange.
It's nice.
It's nice. Yeah, I should come sit with you.
Yes.
Will you turn on the house lights for me? I'm gonna just change things up.
Time to change.
This is like a classroom. Yes, I wish I had a chalkboard here.
No, that's a bad way to go.
What do you want to learn today, kids?
How to influence people.
What's been when
Something
friends
dirty.
influence
I heard.
people?
I also heard the alphabet.
A dirty way to learn the alphabet.
A dirty mnemonic to learning the alphabet. That sounds like a great idea. That probably has never been. Do you guys know what a mnemonic is?
Yes.
Some of you do. Some of you don't. Mnemonic is like a memory trick that you learn, that you use to memorize something. And so these people are suggesting that since this is like a classroom, we should learn the alphabet in a dirty way. Some sort of dirty story to learn the alphabet, which I think is a bad idea. It's the kind of thing that gets you accused of being a pedophile. So I'm not going to do that.
You're no fun.
What?
You're no fun.
I know I'm no fun. Thank you for acknowledging that. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm great, thanks. I'm really good, thanks. This is going to make your job a little bit more challenging. Yeah. He's like, yeah. He's starting to sweat. The cameraman like,
You're going for the Mark Shepard style now?
this is the Mark Shepard style, yes.
You're not quite
walking
as
around
insulting.
and very few people in the audience. Come on, it had to be done.
You have to be rude.
Now I have to be rude.
Yeah.
To be Mark Shepard.
Oh, that's
He's
right.
rude already. He doesn't need any help with that.
What is the Mark Shepard style of paneling?
Rude, and he doesn't answer any question at all.
And he says no a lot.
He says no a lot?
Yeah. But then at the end, he talks effusively about how much he loves us.
So, okay. So it's basically like an abusive relationship. He's like abusive, and then at the end he's like, I love you so much. I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Okay, good to know. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
No. Have I got it? Is that pretty good? What have you been up to here in Rome?
Not drinking.
Are you hungover right now?
I am not.
No. Have you been hungover at any point during this weekend?
Massively.
Yeah, you too? Are you hungover right now?
No, not now, but after the first cocktail party, yes.
That cocktail party was bad news, I could tell. I could tell that a lot of people were going to wake up feeling really bad the next day.
Let me show you a picture.
There were people like, Cassie, Misha. I love you so much. You're going to feel like shit tomorrow.
Why did you not go to the concert?
Why did I not go to the concert?
Yes.
Yes, where were you?
You know what? I don't appreciate your accusatory tone. I got the address wrong. I was lost.
Really?
Was caught like... Oh, that's Mark Shepard. No. Yep, that's you and Richard Spade. That's you throwing up in the bathroom.
Actually,
Oh, my goodness. That's you completely nude.
With Mark Shepard.
Do you get nervous when you're scrolling through your photos with somebody else? I bet. Who knows? Like, what could happen if somebody's... You never know what's going to crop up. Classic mistake. Wow, you have a lot of photos of Gil's crotch.
There's fun stuff that you don't want to see.
Oh, I was about to get to the Destiel section.
What do you think about this deal?
What do I think about Destiel? Great question. Well, you have many good questions?
Yes.
What do you think about it?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
Well, what can we do to change it, to make it more appealing? We like to constantly adapt to our consumers and make it to their tastes. So if you have any suggestions of slash fix stuff that we should do, let us know. You know, me and Jensen write most of that stuff, right?
Yeah, I know it.
She's like, yes, I do know. I have heard. Yes, what's up?
Do you know Twist and Shout?
Do I know Twist and Shout? Yes, it's a song from the 60s, I believe.
Don't, just say no.
It's like drugs, just say no.
Saddest?
Yeah, Cass and Jean. And I cried a lot.
You've read it a lot.
No, I cried.
Oh, you cried a lot.
It is the saddest one.
It's sad? Well, why would I want to read that? No, that sounds depressing.
Cassius died in the end.
Yeah.
In a bad way.
Spoiler alert!
You don't want to read it anyway.
Misha, I love Destiel. It's the best thing since sliced bread.
What was the best thing before sliced bread? Okay. What about normal bread? I do quite like normal bread.
Sliced bread was pretty good, though, you have to admit. While it's fascinating. I don't read a lot of Destiel, but I do know that it's out there. I don't like to watch myself on screen on Supernatural. I don't like to watch playback a video of myself. So, I don't read a lot of pornography, generally speaking. But the idea of reading pornography that stars myself is awkward, to say the least. I don't know. I just feel like maybe I should just force myself to do it sometime and see what happens.
It might be a bad influence on your
Maybe I'll find that it's like, wow, this is amazing. But I don't know.
Misha.
Yes. Oh, there's more people coming. Well, now we almost have 24 people in the audience.
Your photo thing just went way over time.
No, it did not.
Yes, he did.
No, it didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Shame on you.
Okay, next question.
Yes, next question.
Why are you called Boo by Bill Shatner? What's going on with
Why am I called Boo by William Shatner? I don't know. I don't know why William Shatner called me Cupcake, Boo. What is he said other nicknames for me too.
Why do you love me so much?
They're sort of just
Why did
asking
giraffe?
questions in the audience as he walks around. So
No, I think
They
you're
didn't
thinking
allow
of
it
some
otherwise.
other fetish. No, I don't know. But he and I.
He said to ask you.
What did I do to him? He said to ask.
Yes. I said, what's going on between the two of you? He said, asking.
I think that he is struggling with having a new kind of feelings for me that he didn't expect to have, and he doesn't really know how to process that. He's an 80-year-old man, and he's experiencing something new. 85, whatever.
I'm supposed to give you a kiss from him.
You're supposed to give me a kiss from him?
I said I wouldn't because I was being I was
So William Shatner told me to give you a kiss from him. He said to use a tongue. Specifically, he said we should be a little bit drunk at the time, and ideally completely naked. So, because he asked, I think we should do it.
No. Man, I thought I really made a good pitch there, and she turned me down.
What did Rob do to Krista Miller?
Oh, what did Rob do? Oh, my God, man, poor guy.
to Rob's last convention.
You're gonna have to ask Danielle about that. He said some pretty horrible things.
Stimulant.
Rob has this great. You guys all.
Trying my
Are you
best
guys all
here.
watchers of Supernatural, or who's here that's not watchers of? Who doesn't know Supernatural?
No idea.
You don't know Supernatural? Yes. Is that really true?
100%.
So that's why. So that's why you didn't want to make out with me.
I do watch it. That's also why I don't.
You were. That's why I didn't
Your
want
daughter
to make
did?
out with you.
Oh, I see. So every time you think about making out with me, you think of your daughter and it's weird. Well, it seems like you're talking about it an awful lot. Yeah, you seem obsessed with it. Everything you've said is about making out with me.
Oh, shut up.
I only watched one episode, but I make out.
Well, thank you. What's happening? Hi. Oh, I'm sorry.
He was just in someone's seat.
Excuse me, sir. That seat's taken. What were we just talking about over here?
It was
Oh,
something silly.
so Rob has this personality trait, which is that he worries about things. Like he'll have an interaction with someone, and then he'll be like, "Did I upset them? Did I say the wrong thing? Like, do they think that I thought that they were like?" He's always processing things after the fact. And so there was this little moment where Daniela got a little irritated about something, like, Rob, we're not supposed to do that. We had had a conversation already, and we were going to do this thing. And he was like, "Oh, okay." and then he's like, to Rich, like, "Rich, I think I like pissed Daniela off," and he was like, "Oh shit, man." Tom? RLR. Rob's last room. So then for the rest of the weekend, we were all toasting to Rob's last room. And he really didn't like it. Yeah. And then he was trying to be super sweet and helpful, but he's not coming back. Yeah. What about you? I don't know. Where are you from?
I'm from Slovakia.
And how many of these conventions have you done?
Just two.
And that was last year or this year? Or last year? Did you have a different experience last year than this year?
Yeah, I guess.
How was it different? You said that like the tone of your voice implied that yes, last year was good.
I don't know. Last year I was really, really nervous. Now it's okay.
Last year you were nervous. This year you were bored. I get it. So you're not nervous anymore?
No.
Not even when somebody comes up to you and puts a microphone in your face?
Yeah.
All right. When do you go home?
In a week.
In a week. So you're going to spend some time in Rome? Do you have plans? Okay. Do you want to talk about this some more? So where do you think you're going to go?
It is empty.
I'm just CEO.
Oh, great. So where are you going to drive?
I don't know.
So you want to plan it with me? We can plan it right now. I recommend going to Pompeii for sure. Are you renting a car?
Yes. No.
Okay. I recommend renting a car. Do you want to know a good car rental place?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I rented a car the last time. I rented a car a few times here in Rome. And I don't know if you guys know this, but in Italy they have these cameras that take pictures of your license plate when you're doing something illegal. So every time I've rented a car here, I go home and then I get moving violations in the mail for like, oh, I guess I was like driving in piazzas where you're not supposed to drive and stuff like that. Because they have all these signs, but of course, nobody knows what those signs mean. So,
Pretty sure the Italians do.
One year, I had the kids with me at the hotel, and I was like, you know what, I want to go pick up a rental car. And I looked at the map, and it was so close that I figured, you know what, it's going to be faster for me just to run over there than to take a cab. Like, it was less than a kilometer away. And this was in downtown, or in old city Rome. So I went to the rental car place, I picked up the car, and I drove back to the hotel, and it took me 2 hours to get back to the hotel. That is not an exaggeration. I was completely lost. I was driving past the Pantheon, like right past the Pantheon, and where there was nobody else driving, by the way. I was the only one driving there. Anyway, drove down to Pompeii, which was amazing in Naples. Have you been to Pompeii? I really recommend that as part of the itinerary. We'll build the itinerary later, but and then at some point I was again driving into an area where I guess other people don't drive, and I ended up hitting a vegetable stall. So there was like this vegetable stall that I hit. And all of that, it was like in a movie where like all of the oranges rolled off like onto the hood of the car. I damaged the vehicle. It went really well. So anyway, definitely recommend renting a car. And do go ahead and get the insurance because you're going to need it. If you drive like I do. You could go to the Amalfi Coast.
Okay.
You planning to hit Tuscany at all?
I was there already.
Okay, so that's no to Tuscany then?
Yeah.
Yes, no? She really doesn't want me to talk to her.
Whatever professor.
Okay. How are you guys?
Great. How are you?
Where are you from?
From Virginia.
Virginia? Where in Virginia? Where's Colonial Beach? Is that like just south of DC? I used to live there. Yeah. Yeah. We went to school together. Yeah. I was a kid that used to. In fact, you know what? We dated briefly. I don't know if you remember that. I did. Sorry about that. This is super awkward. Anyway, so great to see you guys again. Yeah. I lived in Arlington, McLean, somewhere else. Hi guys, how's it going?
I
Привет.
don't think I can get a video of him.
Как дела?
Пока.
Wait, did you just say excellent goodbye?
No, it means not only bye, but and yet.
I'm good so far.
Yes.
Отлично пока means? Not really. No. Not really? Well, great. This has been very instructive. Thank you. What?
Can you share some Gishwis new tricks?
I will certainly share some new Gishwiz tricks. Who here is a Gishwiz participant? A few? Who here doesn't know what it is? Several people don't know what it is. It's a scavenger hunt. Of course you don't know what it is. But you're going to find out, all right? I'll tell you. So it's a scavenger hunt that I run every year, and people all over the world do some kind of amazing, crazy things. How many years have you done it?
Me?
Every year? Did you do it the very, very first year when it was only 300 people?
Not with.
The rhino? Okay, post-rhino, yeah. Anyway.
That's right, the post-rhino era.
It's going to be good. We have a plan It's sort of related to Gish Whiz. That has something to do with Tumblr. Have you guys heard of Tumblr?
Yeah, I knew it.
I know you have, Miss SDL. So we're gonna be doing something for Gish Whiz soon, sort of on I'm not gonna tell you more. Yes, there's stuff coming, but it's a secret. How about that? Is that a good answer for you? Not really. What? More details? How many of you guys are on Tumblr? Everyone?
No, we're all over 30.
Who's not on Tumblr?
I am a little bit.
Wow. And those people that are not on Tumblr put their hands up even more forcefully than those who were on Tumblr. Like you guys were like, I'm not and I'm proud of it. Okay, that's interesting. Why did you say everyone? Because you only hang out on Tumblr, so you think the entire world does? Pretty much, yep. Anyway, we're going to do something on Tumblr. I think it'll be good. But I won't tell you about it. Does anyone else have any questions that they want to ask? There's like one person at the microphone on either side.
No. Or, three.
This reminds me of The Wrestler. Do you guys know that movie?
Yes.
Oh, it's kind of awesome. It's like, oh, so this is what being washed up is like. But I love it. It's very, very cozy.
Yeah.
And I like having the house lights on so I can see you guys. I can stare longingly into your eyes. Those of you who are in the very back row are only 6 feet away from me. So.
I think I have more people watching.
More people are watching on your live stream right now.
Yeah.
Are you? What platform are you live streaming on?
Periscope?
Periscope.
It's the only one I know.
Oh wow! All right. Maybe I'll. No, I'm not going to live stream. I'm not going to live stream because every time I do, something terrible happens. So I've live streamed. We did this thing. I did this live stream with Jared and I were like walking around the sulfur piles in Vancouver, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? This would be great. Let's do a little bing, bing, bing. Pull out the thing, Facebook live stream, hand it to the guy who was very generously giving us a tour around, but I handed it to him, so it was pointed at his face, and he." At this point, it is a secret that Rowena is coming back. Everybody thinks that she's dead, right? And doing the Facebook live stream, and then Gabe, our first lady, walks up and is like, he's like, "Hey, Misha, are you ready? Ruth is ready." I'm like, "Oh, now you look straight there," and he goes, "Oh." What's that? Tweet a picture of this experience?
We should all hide.
Or what you should do, you hear the sirens go off, you should just duck down under your desk and then you'd be safe. Okay. Maybe we could do that. A little duck cover drill here. Just do a selfie.
I see you, Queen Moose, but I'm not going to do it.
Make it like there's a lot of you. That's called shock. Yeah. So I don't go into shock when I go through makeup.
I am seriously not making any sense here.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Sorry, that's a really stupid question.
I really love. No, I was going to say there's no such thing as a stupid question, but it's categorically not true. I get a lot of those. No, it's an excellent question, but I don't have phantom makeup pain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry I didn't satisfy you.
Well, you gave me the information about the release.
The release was satisfying on this. Okay.
Thank you.
Hi.
I'm sorry, it's probably gonna overheat again, but I'm doing my best.
I'm kind of losing my voice, so I think we should talk about Stonehenge Apocalypse a little bit.
We should talk about Stonehenge Apocalypse. Yes, we should.
Well, what's your favorite part?
What's my favorite part?
Yeah.
That's hard to say. They're all kind of my favorites. Every part is my favorite. The antique. There's a. What was your favorite part?
I have two, or yeah, the robot.
The robot man is a real winner.
Yes, and then when you see the stones moving, and it's just so fake. I love that.
My experience on Stonehenge Apocalypse was really kind of surreal because it was right. I shot that right after starting on Supernatural. And my exposure to working in sci-fi had been very limited, and I'd never watched like the sci-fi original movies, so I didn't know about Sharknado and stuff like that. I didn't really understand that this was all kind of a joke. So I took it really seriously when we were shooting. I didn't know that, like, when we were shooting, I had no idea that the special effects were going to be what they were. I thought, oh, this will look
awesome?
It'll be the Stonehenge. And I talked to the visual effects guys, and they were like, yeah, this is going to be totally awesome. Like, they had seriously drunk the Kool-Aid too, and they thought what they were going to do was like Oscar-worthy stuff. And then it wasn't until we were at the very end of shooting that the director, who had done several sci-fi original movies, who had also written it, he said that the notes that he had gotten from the network were that it was too smart. And so he had to keep going back and rewriting and making it dumber and dumber and dumber. And he said that they had given him a note previously on other films that this is stuff that people watch on Saturday night. And the audience is definitely drunk. And they have to be able to basically follow the storyline if they start at any point in the movie. So any point in the movie does not require you to have watched any previous portion of the film to basically get what's going on. And when he told me that, I was like, oh, because I was totally taking this seriously. And it was a great experience. It was some very high quality work across the board, I think.
You were great.
Oh, I know. I was amazing. I saved the world.
The film is really hot.
Thanks. Last.
So this question is about cooking with West, cooking with the West. I like the series, but sometimes the meal looks very fascinating. I remember one is with apple in a sort of soup.
Yeah,
It kind of reminds me of the fairy tale Snow White.
Interesting observation.
And the question is, which meal did you cook together with West is your favorite?
That was my favorite.
Which one is your favorite?
Which was most delicious? Well, that's tough because they were all so good. The pasta with jam sauce was pretty memorable. There was something about the mixture of the orange juice and the chocolate and the tomato sauce that really just did a number on the palate. I think that particular combination is actually very similar to the combination of acid and bile that come up when you vomit. So it basically tasted like I was choking down someone else's puke. The real challenge with cooking with the kids is that I always have to be like, man, that is really unique. You nailed it. I've never tasted anything like that before. There was another thing that we made, which I think I called the Santa Monica winter salad or something, that had some unique ingredients. It was peanut shells, the shells of peanuts, and this very viscous gravy poured over iceberg lettuce. That was super challenging to choke down. But they, remarkably, every time if they make it, doesn't matter what it is, they're always like, this is delicious.
Kids' taste buds actually are less sensitive than adults. So they actually don't taste as much flavor as we do.
That doesn't make any sense. If kids' taste buds are less sensitive than adults, then why are kids always so picky about eating? That doesn't make sense.
Because stronger flavors are sometimes too much for them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my children, I have learned, do not have sophisticated palates. That's for sure. All right, I guess I'm supposed to leave now. Yeah. Bye, class. I hope we all learned something today.
Thank you, Mr. Misha Collins. Come on.